And this is my C# assignment number 3 on JSON Web Token. What is JWT? JSON Web Token defines a way for securely transmitting information between parties as a JSON object. Standard, which means anywhere, anyone, anytime can use this. It is compact as it can be sent via URL, HTTP or GET request. It is self-contained as it self-contains the user information. It is digitally signed that as the information is trusted and verified. JWT has following functions: authorization and information exchange. It has 3 parts: header, payload and signature. Header contains 2 parts, which is the type of the token, which is JWT itself, and the signing algorithm being used. We have used SHA-256 algorithm. Second part of the structure is payload, which contains the claims. Claims are the statements about the entity, typically the user, and additional data. It is basically the username and password or user credentials along with some other information. This payload data is then converted and coded into base64 URL, which forms the second part of the JSON web. In the third part, signature, the signature has been created by 3 parts: base64 URL encoded header, base64 URL encoded payload, and secret. We'll demonstrate the building of JWT. 3 class files: header, payload and signature. Then I have created a security key which is of 16 characters, and my key which was created is here, as you can see. Then I installed the system configuration package, and further I added the information I wanted to share to the app.config file. Then this is passed to the program.cs file. I was able to create a JWT. This JWT is copied from the console and tested on the following site. I added my token here and added my key to verify my signature. Here, as you can see, was verified. I was able to get the data I passed into my program. Part 1 of my assignment. I'll be creating a C# application which demonstrates the JWT token based authentication using Web API. Creating a ASP.NET Core Web application, it gives us a default weather template which contains the weather data. The key for encryption and the authentication methods for JWT authentication. Here, username and password to the authentication class, which I'll be using to log in. Authentication service class, I have added my username and password. I was able to get the host link, which I then passed to the Postman API. Is a popular API client that makes it really easy for developers to create, share, test and document APIs. To create and save the simple and complex HTTP requests. Link into Postman. I got this 401 unauthorized error here, as you can see, as I have not added any authentication information yet. A post request with authentication. I am adding my username and password, which are my credentials to log in into the server. Server generates a JWT. This token can be seen here in the following screenshot. This token is then used to validate and then get our data. I made a GET request with my host link, and the token I have generated earlier is added here, and is being validated. After the validation that the information and the token is correct, I was able to get my data, which is the weather data, the default template. You can see in this one is in this screenshot. I was able to authenticate using a JWT token and get my data. Thank you.